forever.
Let's get it!
Broadcasting to you from a little grass shack in the middle of the Pacific.
Live in the place to be.
Well, they're actually in the Bay Area.
Yes!
But they are the premier Pacifica show that shines a spotlight on positive Pacific Islanders.
You listening to the sound.
Role models coming brown every Thursday night at 6.
East to west, we getting hurt.
Brought to you by Pacifica by Design. It's the iconic FICA podcast with your hosts, Naki and Carl.
What's up, Neki?
Hey, what's up?
Season 9, episode 20. We're still here. We're still doing it.
We're holding on by a thread.
Still doing shows, still doing our check-ins, which we'll do today. We've got a couple weeks to catch up on, so there's a whole bunch of stuff for us to cover. We got community announcements that reach far and long and wide into the summer. And we've got a couple topics to talk about. Upcoming Apple TV series that has to do with Polynesia, and one of our
The
big
whole
topics
Polynesia?
has to do with Hawaii in Polynesia. And and we have a beloved community member that left us recently, so that's the show today. Naki, what you got?
I've been sick lately. Like last Sunday. What did I do last Saturday? Oh, so last Saturday I went to, lost it for a second, but I'm back. Last Saturday I went to Jonah Masoli and DJ Masoli Pickett. They graduated from high school and they had their graduation party in Concord. This hall was huge. And there had to be like 500 people there.
Dang.
Truth be told.
Big.
Yeah, they had to have like 500 because it was two families. So, but it was so nice. It was a black tie event. And so everybody was dressed to a T. It was good to see everyone. They did a great job. Sophia and Elgin, who are Jonah's parents, and Taima and Ches, who are DJ's parents, did a really great job. Sophia and Taima, who planned it. So thank you for having us. We had such a great time. My mom flew in for the party. She's still here. She won't be leaving until next week.
She was here the week before for graduation.
She came in for Isaac's graduation, and then she flew in for this past weekend for graduation. So we've been in graduation city and graduation like every weekend we went to a graduation. So
how many you got left?
None. I have
none. You're done. You're done for 2025.
The whole month of June was booked. So I'm happy to have celebrated everyone. I'm grateful to the families that had us. Me and my kids, my babies, were all dressed up. They look so nice. My mom got wind of the 360 video camera that they have.
I saw it.
She loves that thing. She loved it. So, that was it for me. Sunday, I was supposed to go to one of my best friends, my sister. It was her ordination, if that's how you say it, to become an elder. She's a pastor, and now she's an elder of the Methodist Church. Pastor Akesa Fakava. And her church is in Castro Valley. So congratulations to her. I think that's what you say, right? Congratulations. My whole family went. I was stuck in bed with flu-like symptoms.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you've been battling that for a little bit, right?
Yeah. I thought I'll just go. I went Saturday. I didn't know alcohol. I just sat and behaved myself. And I was like, okay, I'll just go to the graduation, behave myself, and then I'll be good to go on Sunday. And then Sunday rolled around and I was out. I was knocked out. I had a fever, I was coughing. And so,
Dang, that got you good.
yeah, it got me good. And then Monday, I had a 5:30 a.m. meeting for work that I had to schedule with the East Coast, and the only time they were available was 8:30, and it's my project that's due that on Monday that just passed 6:30, and they were the last ones that kept moving their meeting and rescheduling, and so the next time and the only time they were available was 8:30 East Coast time. So
Mhm.
sick on Sunday, rolled out of bed at 5:15, logged into my work computer and took that meeting that
Was
went
your
an hour.
voice messed up? Being at 5:30 in the morning, was your voice good, or were you
Well, I got
still
up at
fighting it?
5 and was, just to wake up, and then 5:30, I started my meeting, and I was done within 40 minutes, and
Good to
then
get that out of the way
back
early.
down. Next meeting, which was 9 o'clock. So, I've been busy all week. That's just it's been an emotional couple of weeks for us, right? Since our show that we had lost, Afalu, who was our guest. And then, the following week, we lose the queen of the whole wide world, um, Queen Aisha. And so it's been emotional, especially for the city of San Francisco, where she did work. But we'll talk about her in a couple of minutes. And that was it. Work. And so I'm still doing my protein at trying to keep track of my protein, which I don't know why keeping track of my protein is helping me lose weight. So, but it's working for me,
Mhm.
so I'm sticking to it. But how was your week?
The week was so I kind of get a taste of what you've had over the last few months. I've got um my job and then two of my peers' jobs for last week, this week, and next week. And I don't know if you play a support role for a team, you start to begin to know what they're going to ask, and you know what they know. Having to support new teams um, has gotten me to appreciate my own team
Yeah,
and their level of knowledge. But yeah, the last couple weeks has been like questions where I'm like, really? Do you are you? It just takes up a lot of time. So I know what you were thinking for 6 months, and I've only had it for a few weeks. Where I'm like, that's easier just to do it myself. It's
yeah,
just I'll do it. Don't worry about it. There's this document needs to be researched and filled out, and then if I have them do it, I'm gonna have to wait for it, and then I'm gonna have to follow up on it, and then if I don't get that on time, then I'm
mm,
gonna be late with something else. So it just triggers this whole thing of like, never mind, I'll do it myself. I'll just
right,
do it. It's temporary. I think there's a thought process somewhere out there that, hey, if you just trained them, then they'd be okay. And it's like, yeah, if it was permanent, like if this was a permanent thing, I'd be training the heck out of people. But
yeah,
it's not. I know it's temporary. So there's just a shorter period of time where it's like, no, it's just more efficient for me to do it
yeah,
myself because at some point I'm going to be able to hand it back over to somebody else. So
yeah.
that has taken up a lot of time and energy. Um, and there's Cree Mawia. Good evening, Cree. Good to
Hey,
see all my
sister.
Usos.
All my
Um,
Usos executive director will be talking about their 10-year anniversary barbecue coming up
we're
during
going to
our
talk about
community
you, Cree.
announcements.
So yeah, it's been a lot of that, and then spending some time in our studio, kind of kicking around in there and trying to figure out what goes and how goes and where it goes and those kind of things. Um, yeah, so a lot of that stuff. I mean, so really in the last couple weeks, given Aisha and Afa, um, that's weighed on my mind a lot of
Mm,
like just how short and precious life can be, right? We never know who's going to go when. We don't know when we're going to go. Um, and so when these kind of things happen, it just reemphasizes, how delicate life is And so I've been doing a lot of, kind of introspection of, am I doing all the things? Am I doing things I'm supposed to be doing? And the important things with family and loved ones and all that great stuff. So been a been an interesting couple weeks since our
Yeah.
last show, and then we had the appeal. We hosted the appeals 30th annual gala last weekend or last Thursday, a week ago from tonight,
Yeah.
in
We
San
were off
Francisco.
last week because we
Yeah,
were hosting the 30th anniversary of Appeal at the Hilton in San Francisco on Kearny Street. Bougie. It was
what a cool event.
yeah.
So I've been
It was
to
so nice.
appeals event in Washington D.C. I think 2 years ago. They had their event there, and then this year, I think last year and this year, you went last year in San Francisco, and then
They
they
had
had
a
their
conference.
leadership. Yeah, they had their leadership academy Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they had their conference on Thursday and Friday. And Thursday was when we were asked to MC,
Yeah. Let me
and
see if
it's
I can
always an adventure.
was in.
It's always an adventure doing these kind of things. And what's funny is, so sometimes when we get asked to MC, we're really given like, hey, the event starts at 6 and it
Mhm.
ends at 10. And we'll just let you know. Don't. And so we literally go there with an empty slate. Like we're just like we have no idea actually what's going on.
Yeah.
What's really interesting with Rod Liu, who's the executive director of Appeal, and he's really was the person we touched base with. This guy had it mapped out by minute. Like this person's
He-
going to go up and they're going to speak for 2 minutes, and then the MC is going to come on, and the MCs are going to speak for 3 minutes, and it was a different look to know that every person had a timed out space to be in,
Mhm.
and having that many. It's an Asian American and Pacific Islander organization. And I think had it been all Asian, he might have made it. He might have made the agenda and had it get over on time. Too
Mhm.
many Pacific Islanders in the room, and we knew that, right? We were saying that you got a lot of PIs in the room and coming up on stage, but we were close. I think we
Mhm.
were only 15, 20 minutes off at the end of the show. But amazing event, well thought out, well run, and we know how hard it is to run an organization for a long period of time. If
Mhm.
you're up over 10 years, that's an accomplishment. This is our 30th anniversary. 30 years ago. 30 years ago, the OJ trial was just beginning. Like 30 years ago, Amazon wasn't even a thing. Like they were just selling books online. So shout out to Appeal for lasting 3 decades and seeing how they are. I'm sure they'll last another 3 decades, and there'll be somebody else doing what Rod and his team are doing now.
Yeah, so big shout out to the Appeal team that planned basically everything, which is Rod Liu, like we said, Tana Lepule, Priya Brahman,
Ramen.
and yeah, and their whole team. Like I know we're forgetting some people, but the whole team did such a great job. I'm trying to see if I can pop up just a couple of pictures because, like, state a representative for the state of Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Fitisemanu Jr. was there. He's skinny man, and that's Tana Lepule.
We know Tana from many
We know
different places,
many
originally from
many different
Naupo too.
places, and then Jake. But there was tons and tons of people there from the National Tongan Association. Was Fahina Tavake Pisa Basi.
Basi. Yep.
Tavake Basi. Who else?
So we had Kim Ku'ule Bernie from Papa
Yes,
Ololokahi. So all of the lays that
that
night,
you
and
see.
there were different lays for different people. You
Mhm.
can see the MCs had the purple and the green ones. They were brought over from Hawaii. So
Yeah.
Kim Ku'ule Bernie and Sherry Daniels from Papa Ololokahi actually had a master lay maker
Mhm.
create those and bring those over from Hawaii. And it was nice to see. So Kim Bernie got up on stage and explained the meaning of the lays and kind
Yeah.
of gave a different perspective of wearing those. So that was pretty cool.
very nice. It was very nice. So yeah, thank you to the whole team. Um, it was a great event, great food. The band, was it Relative DNA or Renegade? I
Uh,
can't remember, but the band
yeah.
was really good. And then they did a great job. Rod just the agenda was like at this time and 3 minutes here and 2 minutes here. Like we pretty much stuck to the agenda. He was the one that was he was the one that was going to he's the one that he got up to speak and said a speech and he went overtime.
Yeah, we
So,
were on time. It's funny because he was the one that had every minute planned out, and we were
mhm,
on the money until he
yeah,
got up there and spoke. And then once he
yeah,
spoke, yeah, it took a little bit
just
to
a little.
go. One of my favorite moments in of the night was so Naki just tells it like it is, and it doesn't matter whether she's on stage or whether she's on a show or whatever. So she got done talking, and the band was supposed to play a certain song, and it was supposed to be queued up and timed. So the band was supposed to know
The
at
band
this
was
point they're
little.
going to play that, right? So Naki gets done, and she's standing there, and everybody's looking, and the whole room's looking at Naki like, "Are
It's
you going
like
to keep?"
awkward silence.
And Naki goes, she holds the agenda up and says, "And the band plays Mr. Magic." And the band's like scrambling. Okay, we're supposed to play. We're supposed to play. But I was like, dang, Naki just busted out the band. Hey, you're supposed to be playing a song, and you even named the song Magic. Mr. Magic is the
I'm
name of the
like,
song.
hello, awkward pause. So
Don't make me look silly up here.
I know. I'm like, hello, let's get it together. So um it was a great evening. So thank you again to the appeal team for inviting us, having us come and
And the band was good. They
uh,
just didn't hit their cue, but the band was good. And it was kind
it
of
was
an interesting feeling that Tana and I were talking about it. I haven't been in a room with a live band in a while. So
uh-huh.
it just has a different feel than like
I
a
like live
DJ playing.
bands
Yeah.
though. I really do like live bands. So it just you're right. It gives a different feeling. You just I don't know what it is about the live band, but I was happy to be there. Grateful, and so you know
You know,
we're
another
good.
part that I liked was the Kai Carvalho from Hawaii did
Oh,
the
did the
Oli.
Oli?
Did
Hmm.
the Oli in the beginning, and the Native American also did kind of a land blessing to kick it off. And
Uh-huh.
it was nice to start it off with culture because that was really the beginning
Yes.
of the entire event. Um, and if you've been there when the Oli's done, you can feel it. You can
Yeah.
feel it when the energy that's put out by whoever's doing it. So Kai Carvalho did a great job, and Lou Warner was the Native American lady's name. She did a fantastic job too.
Yeah, she did a great job. So, I mean, the whole evening was perfect. They really did do a great job. I appreciated the agenda was on point. Um, you know, what can you say? It was very very good. And that's that. What else is do you have any it's the 4th of July holiday. And that is tomorrow, 4th of July. There. And you probably have tomorrow off, hopefully, if you are working for a good company. You have tomorrow off, which we do. And then the 5th is Mo and I's 39th wedding anniversary. So
Wow.
happy anniversary to my Mo.
Mo been here a
39 years.
minute.
Yeah.
Almost
Shut up.
four dimes.
So anyway,
What an accomplishment, Mo. Good
what an
job.
accomplishment for me. What you talking about? So yeah. So um like we said earlier, you know, um a community leader who has been working in the community for really about 30 years. Um, John Aisha Enna, who is Auntie John at SCDC, who was the director of programs, passed away on June 22nd, last not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago. And so huge, huge loss to our community. That my sister, just it was time, I'm guessing God was saying her job was done here and it was time to make her way home. She did amazing work, and so the whole San Francisco was mourning, and is still mourning. And so she's everywhere, like the whole city, the mayor's office knows her. Everywhere she went, she was so funny and she lit up every place. But most important, the work and the lives that she touched. Um, there's she's leaving me. Just her legacy is just, there's no words to really describe how amazing she was, and it's hard to say amazing she was. And it's such a huge loss, two big, huge losses to our PI community, but especially San Francisco. So, you know, everywhere, and anyone that is doing work in San Francisco knew of Auntie John, Auntie Aisha, and so
Yeah, she did so much from. I remember when we first started PBD, she was she did the PIYA. She was the
mm,
kind of the leader of the leader of that program specifically.
program leader.
And then I can't remember who had managed the singing the production portion of like the Christmas show. I think it was Andrew. Uh, but Aisha wanted them to sing and be louder, and she was standing like right behind me, and so she belts out the song, encouraging the people on stage, and I was like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah,
the voice,
she's been the
amazing.
music director there since the beginning of her time there. So she did an amazing job with the choir, the kids. Of course, the kids miss her. I just really, my heart goes out to the Enna family, and of course, the SCDC family, who is mourning a huge loss.
She was big
So,
with the church. She was big in the
mhm,
community. She was big at SCDC. Like,
mhm.
and to your point, like she'd light up the room. If she was
Yeah,
in a room, you knew it. You knew
yeah,
it because the energy is different. Energy was different in that room, and dynamics, the synergy between people was
yes.
just different when she was there. And I remember the interview during one of the parades they had through Sunnydale.
Uh-huh.
uh, they said, whoever it wasn't in PBD, but it was somebody that said, "Hey, introduce yourself." And she goes, uh, "I'm Queen Aisha Enna." And the interviewer said, "Oh, what are you the queen of?" And she like doesn't miss a beat. She just grabbed the mic. She's like, "The whole wide world."
No
And so
way.
every time I'd see her, I was like, "Man, how's the queen of the whole wide world doing?"
All the time. She was the queen of the whole wide world. And if you didn't know her, what a huge loss you had, but I mean, everyone knew her in San Francisco. She was funny, she was straight, she spoke her mind. So there was nothing, um, there's no filter with her. Um,
Oh,
but
you were going to get her opinion. You weren't going to
yeah,
get her opinion with 3 layers of filters on it. You're not really sure where she
yeah.
stands. No, she was going to give it to you straight.
Yeah. But the one thing that you did know, after all the laughter and the everything that she's done, the one thing that you knew is that she loved the kids. She truly loved the kids, and it showed in the work that she did for close to 30 years. So we're gonna miss our sister. No filter, Lynn. No, for real.
No filter.
Our sister had no filter, and it was all laughs. So like, the minute we seen each other, we're fighting it like 2 seconds into our hug. We're fighting 2 seconds into our hug. But her heart and the work that she's done in San Francisco, especially at SCDC, um, was just amazing. And it's going to be hard. I'm honestly no
Impossible.
sure.
Going to
So
be
hi,
impossible.
Lynn.
Hi,
Hi.
Lynn.
So of course, our queen of the whole wide world. I don't know what happened just then.
Yeah, she won't be ever replaced. She can be all the different things that she did for the community isn't going to get done by a single person. The things
Right.
that she did, multiple people are going to have to pick that ball up and run with it. Um, and yeah, that is the queen has passed. Long live the queen.
Yeah. So in our intro, she's part of our intro. So I think we're going to keep that intro for a very long time. But look for services and information about her services. I believe it's this month. I have a date, but I don't want to say it out loud because it's not out there. But look for that information. Follow SCDC for all. They'll let you know when because my sister who lives in Vacaville she was like, let me know when the services are so we can come and celebrate. Sister. So yes, so follow SCDC to find out when the services will be, and we 100% truly miss the queen of the whole wide world. Love and prayers to the NF family and to our SCDC family. We love you guys. All right. I don't know what happened there. I was like so good and then I lost it, but
I think we talk about her long enough. That's
Yeah.
going to happen,
Yeah.
right? Because you can start out a certain way, but then you're going to start thinking of all the different moments and different times and different
my
people
God.
that have had their lives touched by
Yes.
her.
Yes.
And you think about it, there's a couple different generations of PIYA kids
Oh
that
my
have gone
God.
through.
Like, and then kids that she had taught, their kids are going through
Right.
SCDC. So a PIYA. So it's shout out to SCDC for all the great work that they're doing there.
Yeah. And
Alrighty.
gonna be hard to figure out who's gonna maybe I'm not gonna say fill the shoes.
Right.
Gonna be hard to put somebody in and have them
I know.
kind of continue the legacy of the work. But I mean, you think about that. That's the family, that's the community, that's the church, that's SCDC. She was, a powerful part in a whole bunch of different people's lives.
Right. So okay. I mean, we're gonna celebrate her life now. We're gonna celebrate her life and her legacy. So again, like I said, follow SCDC for all the upcoming events that they're doing. They have PIYA going on right now. I think they're on week 3, but they'll let you know when the services are. All
Pay
right.
attention. Pay attention.
Pay attention.
You'll see the dates. You'll see the times, and it will be a true celebration of life. I'm sure.
Yes. Yes. All right. What you got next?
All right, Neki. Do you have Apple TV?
I don't. I have, but I
Don't?
can watch anything. I got one of those.
Oh, you got
I one of those
the
boxes.
you got the view, the wide open. I can click on anything view. Well, so there's a 9-episode series called Chief of War coming out. I think it comes out in August. It stars, I think one of your boys.
He's not my boy anymore. He left.
Not anymore. Okay, you guys broke up.
He left Lisa Bonet, and now he's with a young.
Jason Momoa is playing one of the Hawaiian figures, Kaiana, and kind of in the transition between the unification of Hawaii under King Kamehameha the Great, and then
Is he
there's
playing King
obviously
Kamehameha?
no, he's playing Kaiana. So it's a royal. He's a royal figure. He does play in the war, and there's obviously there's going to be colonization. There's going to be the unification of the islands. There's going to be, so one of the things that I like to see, because you know how if there's a movie about Polynesia or Melanesian, Micronesian, Polynesians, when you look at the the cast, I mean, they're Jason Momoa, Temuera Morrison. There's tons of Hawaiian names and Polynesian names up and down the cast, all the way to Cliff Curtis, and everybody knows Cliff Curtis from Once for
Uncle
Warriors,
Foley.
right? And
Yeah.
then, I mean, there's a ton of movies he's been in. was in one of the Fast and Furious with The Rock. Um, he was Smiley in Training Day. So there are Pacific Islanders up and down the casting. So that's cool to
Nice.
see. Looked at, is there, how culturally relevant is it? They've hired a consultant board of 15 different Polynesians to make sure that the cultural pieces of it are right.
Nice.
I think that I didn't hear of that until Moana. In Moana, they had made an effort, Disney made an effort to reach out to the Polynesian culture to make sure that things were correct. And then obviously in Moana 2, they continue that. But now it seems to be if there's a movie about the Pacific Islands, uh, they do go to the culture and try to get it right. But it's nice to see that there's a bunch of Pacific Islanders um, in there playing those roles. So that is a 9-part series. Comes out in
Oh, nice.
August on Apple TV. If you're like Naki and you get them all, then hey, you get them all. But something to think about. That's going to be a pretty cool thing. And do you like movies better, or do you like series?
I like movies better. I'll try to watch it. It's 9 parts. God damn.
Well, 9 episodes. So I mean, you think about series. Some series are 7 seasons of
I
13 episodes each. This is 9
I'll check
episodes.
out the first episode. It usually takes me like if I like the first episode and it grabs me right away, like then I'll watch the whole I'll probably go down a rabbit hole watching the whole thing. I won't sleep until I finish.
Oh, you a binger? You get
Yeah,
to you got to
binger.
watch them all.
That's why I have to be like in a certain mood too. If I'm gonna binge something, I'm like, what time is it?
Are you
Okay.
binging right now? Is there
Oh,
are you watching a series right now?
we are watching a series. Me and Mo are watching Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh, I like that. I read the books.
It's on Netflix. We're like on season 1. I don't know how many seasons there are, but we start at It Caught Me. Oh, yeah, It Caught Me. And so me and Mo are watching that. But what I did watch was the movie Tina that is out in New Zealand. Oh my God, it is so good.
Everybody that
so good.
Cisco did a review on it as well. So
Did
those
he?
of you that have been able to however have been able to access that movie, obviously the most of us aren't going to see it till later, but I've heard nothing but great things about
Oh
that.
my God. Like I was like, okay. I thought it was like, what is that? The wedding, Samoan wedding. I thought, oh, it'll be like that. No, this is like a movie. This is like, I don't know. It's not, it's funny. It hits all the emotions. But the lady that played Tina, which I'm so awful that I don't know her name. Excuse me. She did such a great job. Like she for real should have an Oscar um for that movie. Her name
Has
is
she been in other? Have you seen her in other
yeah, I've
things?
seen her and she's on Fresh
Okay.
TV. I think her name is that her? Annabella Polataibao. And then it was nice to see again an all PI cat. I mean, it wasn't all PIs because it was at a school, happening at a school, all kinds of it was a really nice. I really enjoyed the film. For beginning to end, they really played like some old church songs. And so it was just really, really well put together. So
Nice.
I give it a 10. What did Cisco say about it?
Loved it. Loved it. And I think he ended up being able to watch it the same way you were able to watch it.
Yeah, we had to get a VPN, New Zealand VPN or whatever,
You
and
needed young people with young minds to make
yes,
that happen. So
yes.
when you told me that, I was like, was that Mac or Meta? Because
Yeah.
they're the ones that are able to put all the pieces together. And
Oh my, like I can't even from the beginning to the end, you were like, wait, what? What? The singing was good. It was just the acting was good. The storyline was really good. It's about a mother who's a teacher. But it was just, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it's a really well put together movie. I really enjoyed. I don't. That's all I got to say about it because you need to go get it. You need to go get it. Let's see what. Hi, Laverne. It's based in Christchurch, New Zealand. They had 2 really big earthquakes, 10 and 11. So I think the movie's timeline is between those years. Yes, yes. The earthquake, it was stuff. I mean, I can't even talk about it because I really want you to go do what you got to do to go watch the movie because it's so good. So good.
Awesome.
So, yeah. I
You
love
have the same review as Cisco.
Yeah, I have to go watch it. I'll have to go watch his review, but I love the movie. I can't even. I just don't want to wreck it for anybody. I just don't want to wreck it for anybody. But the cast was really well. They had this one guy that I've seen him in movies, Beulah Koale. I've seen him in other movies, like a military movie recently, and that. But I know if you see his face, I just can't. Yeah.
The important thing is it's good. It's a good film, and like we kind of said with the Chief of War movie, right? Good to see Pacific Islanders in the casting. They didn't have to make somebody look Pacific Islander that wasn't Pacific Islander. They just got the right people's cast.
Yes, Laverne, we gonna hug soon.
Yes, Laverne. Oh.
So yeah, my review for Tina is 5 stars, 10 stars, everything.
5 stars? The group 5 star?
10 stars, 10 stars. It was 2 thumbs up or however you want to rate it, but it was
5 coconuts, 5
so
pineapples.
good. So good. You know the songs, we watched it with my mom who is here. And so
how did she like it?
She loved it. She's like, "Oh, is there any other Samoan movies we can watch?" I was like, "Lady, we just hacked the system right now."
Not yet. Soon there will be more, but that's that is a good point, right?
Yes.
The culture would like to see more movies about the culture, right?
Yes. So it's a good.
Keep making them.
Yes. All right. What we got? Community announcements?
Yes. Let's do the thing.
Community.
All right. I will start. Fatasi and API present Box Fit Fun with Will Shaw at the lab in Indian Basin Shoreline Park. It's a free 13-week program. It started May 11th and it runs through August 3rd. So you got exactly 1 month left. 11 to 15-year-olds are at 1 to 2:30, and 16 years older and up are 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Click on the link on the flyer to register.
Pacific Feats Festival is happening July 12th. They had a emergency pivot, and so they have a location change. It's now at 16500 Condit Road in Morgan Hill. So they move venues. If this is not what you were looking for, I know that you can go to Ticketmaster to get a refund, but it's now in Morgan Hill. The tickets are $40 until I don't know when, and then it goes up. But get your tickets. Go to Pacific for events. For Eventbrite, right?
Pacific Feats 4.eventbrite.com.
There you go.
New city, new location, great music. Doesn't matter where it's at. There's going to be great music and great artists.
Don't miss out. Go check it out. Get your tickets. Enjoy that weekend. How about that?
Awesome. Say Hey Salia presents Comedy Night at Billy Roy's on July 18th at 7 p.m. Check out Pacifica comedian Salia, Layla Kay, and Corinne Salnave, and Brianna Joy, and Elvin Maglente. Fremont. It's in Fremont at 3909 Thornton Avenue. Click the link in their bio to get tickets or purchase them at the door.
Awesome. The Creative Pacific Fashion Show is happening August 1st at the Natural History Museum in Utah. Scan the QR code. It's still going to happen, of course. That's what Afa'alu would want for it to continue on. Please follow Creative Pacific for more information and all their updates and how you can get your tickets.
That's going to be an emotional show.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. Powerful night.
Mm-hmm.
The Dominguez Samoan Congregational Christian Church, Efaka Asa, presents Punia Lava'a USA Tour 2025, beginning August 2nd in Los Angeles. Don't miss your chance to catch them at a city near you. Limited tickets per venue, and proceeds will benefit the building fund for the Dominguez Samoan Church. Scan the QR code for more information. That's going to be a cool tour.
That's
Catch
going to
that
be
at a
fun.
city near you.
Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. The All My Usos Family Day 10th year celebration. Can you hear me? 10 years. Their Family Day barbecue is happening August 16th. It is a special event dedicated to celebrating community and honoring the memory of late founder JT Mauia. Free health screenings, live performances, free food while lasts, raffles, family games, backpacks, school supplies. STEM program, carnival ride. All kinds. Haircuts by Feel Good Cuts. They're free to kids that are in school and getting ready to start school, the new school year. Kids, people, kids. August 16th at Gilman Park. Leave the drama at home. Follow All My Usos for updates, or if you want to be a vendor, give them a call at 415-718-1992.
That's the place to be. There's no other place to be on that day. Rhythmic Catalyst presents Josh Totofi on September 4th at the Center for the Performing Arts in San Jose. Special guest Kanaya and everyone's favorite tag team MCs, Western Conference. Get your tickets now at joshtotofimusic.com. And for those of you that remember, those shows sell out. These are going to be no different. They're going to sell out too. Get your tickets now.
Don't forget. Our 2025 for 25 campaign is still happening throughout the year. Our ask is $25 donation to help keep operations going and funding for our programming. No pressure at all. If you can give, that would be awesome. Tons of people have given, and we appreciate and love the donations that we've received. It's going to help us stay functioning. So thank you, everyone who's donated.
Help us do the things.
Do the things. All right.
There you go, Naki.
There you go. Another show under our belt. Our belt that's getting smaller.
I was just going to say.
Carl and I are on our health kick. Carl's always on his health kick, but I am on a health kick because I have a wedding to go to October 10th. And so I'm trying not to be the fat auntie at the wedding. So there
you already got that locked up. You're going to be fine. You go right now. You wouldn't be the fat auntie.
But that's it for us, right? Our guests, we actually have guests, okay? We actually have a guest. On the 17th, we have Kenya Mwala, who will be at the Josh Totofi concert. She's on July 17th. On the 24th, we have Jason Finau, who is a PI clinician who was at the PI clinician conference. So he's going to grace us with his presence, and we're going to learn everything amazing and all the stuff that he's doing. And there you go.
He was the tallest clinician that day.
He did a presentation, which I want him to go to do it if he can, or talk about it. He did his presentation was on colorism
Yes.
within the PI community, which is like facts.
Eye-opening.
back
eye-opening.
times 100, because we know it happens. But it was a great conversation. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, that is us. We're here. You got something else?
That's
All
a
right.
wrap.
We're here every Thursday at 6 p.m. ish. Come back to FICA with us.